I remember when we believed in tomorrow. Not feared it. Not mocked it. Believed in it, like a promise wrapped in morning light. Before the noise. Before the numbness. Before we traded wonder for worry. I am America. And I've lived longer than your memory can hold. I've seen stars born in the eyes of children who didn't yet know what couldn't be done. I watched hands build homes from bare earth and fill them with dreams made of grit, grace, and a touch of God. But lately I sit in the silence of your doubt, watching you forget me, watching you forget you. You used to run toward the future. Now you scroll past it, afraid, distracted, divided. And I remember when you believed in tomorrow. There was a time you didn't flinch at the word hope. You planted it, watered it, fought wars for it, died to protect it. You looked at the moon, not with fear, but with fire. You heard the call of justice and walked across bridges even when they burned. We didn't always get it right. God knows we stumbled. But even our scars had meaning. Even our battles gave birth to something better. I remember classrooms filled with possibility, not politics. I remember neighborhoods where front porches meant conversation, not surveillance. I remember the smell of books in a library, not the cold hum of another algorithm. Deciding your truth. You believed in tomorrow. You worked for tomorrow. You taught your children that tomorrow belonged to them. Now they wonder if tomorrow even wants them. What happened? Was it the screens? The shouting? The endless elections with empty promises? Was it the way you stopped listening to each other? To me? You buried your hope under headlines. You sold your trust to strangers in suits. You mocked the past and mistrusted the future. So you drowned yourself in the present. Louder, faster, emptier. You forgot the magic of a slow morning, of a sunrise on a quiet farm, of a handwritten letter, of silence that spoke more than slogans. You used to pray before meals. Now you tweet before thinking. I remember the sound of hammers building homes. Now I only hear walls going up, not just on borders, but between hearts. You used to chase dreams bigger than yourself. Now you chase validation smaller than your soul. You used to fight for the voiceless. Now you fight to be heard, even when you have nothing to say. And your children? They feel it. They don't believe in tomorrow because you stopped showing them how. They see your eyes, tired and dim. They hear the words you don't say, about bills, about wars, about fears too big for lullabies. And deep down, they wonder, if tomorrow is so full of promise, why does no one seem excited to get there? I remember when we built things meant to last. Now everything breaks by design. Phones, marriages, convictions, trust. You used to fix what was broken. Now you replace it. You used to forgive. Now you cancel. You used to sing together. Now you shout alone. But I haven't forgotten. I remember every whispered vow in every small town church. I remember soldiers kissing babies goodbye and trusting I was worth it. I remember you lighting candles after tragedy, not to rage, but to remember. I remember when you believed the best was still ahead. Not behind, not gone, ahead. I remember when every dawn felt sacred, not just another alarm. When you stood up for each other, not just for your side. And if I remember, so can you. You don't need permission to hope again. You just need courage and memory, the kind that reminds you you're part of something bigger, that even in the ashes, something waits to rise. Maybe tomorrow is tired of waiting. Maybe it's tapping on your shoulder, asking if you still believe, if you still remember who you were. Before the noise drowned you out, there's still time to rebuild what matters, to teach your children what hope sounds like, to speak truth without fear, to kneel and rise in the same breath. There's still time to believe in tomorrow, not as an escape, but as a return, to faith, to family, to freedom that's earned, not exploited. Because I remember you. And if you're still listening, if you're still breathing, then you're not finished yet. I remember when we believed in tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, you still can.